Announcement. On Thursday, round one of the draft, we're going to do like we've done the last couple of years. So we're going to live stream the draft starting at 7 through whenever the Vikings pick. Yeah, so we'll get the reaction of the Vikings pick, and then we'll be off and we'll be doing our recap video of the prospect, whatever. All donations that come through the Venmo this week are going to go to various Twin Cities food shelves. So it goes to a great cause. Love doing this content with you guys. It's frankly one of the most fun weeks of the year because I've never been alive during a Vikings Super Bowl week. Great. So just look out for that. It's almost time for the NFL draft, and it is peak BS season, but it's really interesting the week of the draft because the insiders get some very interesting nuggets that are probably not fed to them by the team directly, but are fed to them by the other teams who want to potentially get the message out there. Maybe they're horse trading some information to get some information. I don't know. But our guy, Matt Miller, NFL draft scout, ESPN draft analyst, he's a gritty, gutty grinder, gets after it, man. Lunch pail guy. There we go. So he tweeted out a couple of very interesting things. So Tuesday Night Buzz. Jets connected tackle at 4, blah, blah, blah. Jermaine Johnson II, the pride of Eden Prairie. Hottest name right now. So hot. One source said a top 10 lock. I would love to see it. Would love to see it, man. Panthers connected to top 3 OTs of one is there. So that'd be Ike Ekwonu. That would be Charles Cross. That would be Evan Neal. So pertinent to us. Panthers, Eagles, Vikings, Texans expect to be active with trade attempts. Now, doesn't say up or down. PFF did a video that's coming out tomorrow, talked about trading down, but the Vikings certainly could trade up as well. But let's look at the Panthers. Now, the Panthers make sense. Trading down, they could still get a quality tackle in the first round. They only have one pick in the top 100. They don't pick again until the fourth round because of the Sam Darnold trade. So they would be prime trade down candidates if the Vikings want to move up. Who else was it? Eagles and the Texans. So Texans, I think the Texans will stick and pick at 3. I think they'd be more interested in moving from 13 because it's a similar spot to the Vikings where I think there's like 9 or 10 blue chip players in this draft. And if you can't get one at 12 or 13, maybe a team wants to come up for a wide receiver or a quarterback or a tackle that's still there. You could potentially move down and get some more draft capital. I could see Casero being in there. But I think at 3, you're going to get a tier 1 player in this draft, so you could do that. So now the question with the Vikings, moving down is obvious for all the reasons that we talked about. Because say the Vikings are on the clock at 12, except Sauce is long gone, Stingley is long gone, Hamilton is gone, and what are you going to do? You could maybe take an edge, you could maybe take another wide receiver, but you could take McDuffie, sure, but you could see some value in moving down, especially if there's, say, only one quarterback taken in the top 11, maybe even no quarterbacks taken. So you could see a lot of value with teams that would want to move up for a quarterback, looking at the Saints, looking at maybe even the Eagles, who Matt Miller mentioned, maybe even the Steelers, certainly moving up to 12 and potentially getting a quarterback. So I think it's more likely that the Vikings would trade down, but the whole... I think that the Vikings' infatuation with Stingley and Sauce is legit. Now, I do expect them to go very early in this draft process. It would shock me if both of them got out of the top 5. I actually think it's more likely than not both of them are top 5 picks because I think the Jets and the Giants have too much need at cornerback to pass them up. Falcons could certainly use a corner. Seahawks could certainly use a corner if they don't go quarterback. And the Panthers tackle makes so much sense that, hell, they could go corner, I guess, and pair them up with J.C. Horn, sure. But especially with 2 first-round picks between the Jets and the Giants, both of them, I highly doubt that our 2 top-tier corners get out of the top 10. So that would mean the Vikings would potentially move up. Now, if they got to 9, if one of them got to 9, I could see the Vikings making that move, maybe giving up a 3rd-round pick and some change and just going up and securing their cornerback 1 in this class. Maybe even moving all the way up to 6. Depends if the juice is worth the squeeze. If you see Sauce or Stingley as a week 1 Pro Bowl caliber player who's going to completely change your defense. You already got the pass rush down in that front 7. It's already good to go. You just need some help on the outside. And if you can get him, is it worth the squeeze of potentially giving up a 2nd-round pick, potentially giving up a 3rd-round pick and change and going up and go get your guy? The analytics-wise, you could say yes. Like, what's better, a player that's taken at 6 or a player that's taken at 12 and 77 and some change? Don't really know. And in this year where the top tier talent is sort of compressed, maybe the Vikings will just go get it. And Kwesi, I'm sure is making calls for everyone at every single pick because he wouldn't be doing his job if he didn't. I like that Kwesi said that last year that was his job in the Browns front office where he was the one working the phone. So he already has all these contacts for most of these GMs. So he already has some horse trading relationships going on. So he could wheel and deal as opposed to a brand new neophyte GM who has never been in a war room, has never been on the phones, who doesn't really have a relationship with GM. So I think the Vikings are in a fantastic spot with Kwesi. And I'm down for whatever, man. You want to stick and pick. If there's a great player there at 12, fantastic. If you want to move up, go get your guy. Go get him. If you want to move down, there's some more value to be had. Maybe acquire some more day 2 selections, which is the meat of this draft. Fantastic. But I love it, man. I love this time of year because the team can get better and there's so much intrigue. And like all these players right now are just like a stack of pull tabs. Like you don't know. You don't know. You don't know. Ooh, I saw a line. We'll save that one. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Barcode. Get your licenses out, baby. That's right, man. So it's going to be a gamble. It's going to be fun. Don't know where the Vikings are going to end up. If I had to bet right now, I would bet that the Vikings don't pick at 12. So there could be a trade. There will be a trade in some fashion. Ooh, spicy. I love it, man. But that's it. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Most support the work. Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skull Production Value.